Nicki must not realize how the Carters really move because, baby, Beyonce's been silent for months while Nicki kept running her mouth about her and Jay-Z for no reason. But now, Queen Bey's striking back hard. Word is, she's making calls behind the scenes to make sure Nicki's next album tanks completely. The same album Nicki bragged about dropping next year might just end up being the flop of her entire career. And get this, Nicki actually had the nerve to bring up Beyonce's kids. Like, what's going on with her lately? People been whispering that she's allegedly been on something because her online behavior has been wild. One day she's trash-talking Cardi's kids, calling them ugly monkeys, and the next she's coming for Bey's kids too. It's shocking, especially from someone who once swore she'd never talk about anybody's children.
That Nicki Minaj would never, has never, and will never speak ill of anyone's child. I am not a clown. That's clown shit.
Her own words, not mine. She's acting like a straight-up clown. And now, she's taking her messy behavior to a whole new level by coming for Beyonce's kids, claiming they're autistic. Like, who even says stuff like that? That's crossing a serious line. And the wild part, people online started firing back, pointing out that Nicki's own son has been rumored to have developmental issues too, saying he supposedly spends his time banging spoons on tables. The whole thing's gotten out of control fast, and fans are calling her out hard for dragging innocent kids into her drama.
Papa. Go get him.
Nicki's been going after Beyonce and Jay-Z for years now, acting like they're the reason her whole life fell apart. In her mind, they're behind every setback she's ever had. Last year, while she was still beefing with Megan Thee Stallion. On the next song, I delve into all the people. Desiree allegedly fired for unknown reasons, other things as well. So many people were blindsided and hurt by her. Allegedly, she's willing to go broke to try to replace me. Fix it. Jesus. Then she took things up another notch by blasting a hip-hop journalist, Elliot Wilson. She accused him of being on Jay-Z's payroll just because he criticized her appearance on a live stream with Kai Cenat to promote her album. Nicki even snapped saying, "Elliot, if you'd spit Jay-Z out for 1 second, you'd be able to be happy for the newcomers. Isn't that how y'all try to tarnish my image by saying I'm not welcoming new girls in? Did songs with all of them, though? Why are you not happy for a young black man like Kai tomorrow?" The whole rant was pure chaos.
I've seen you post disrespecting me, Idiot Wilson. All of y'all, for some reason, when y'all are around certain people, y'all feel that y'all have this power. Why? When y'all have an affiliation to Jay-Z in some sort of way, y'all be thinking that y'all can disrespect and violate.
And Nicki didn't stop there. She even went as far as accusing Jay-Z of getting her arrested just to ruin her tour. Can you believe that? She swears he pulled strings behind the scenes to sabotage her whole bag. If you remember, she got busted last year during the European leg of her Pink Friday 2 tour after someone allegedly tipped off the police, saying she was sneaking substances from the US into Amsterdam. The timing was way too convenient, and Nicki's been screaming setup ever since.
The police officer told me we have to offload all the luggage.
Okay.
And to search everything.
Okay.
Your luggage. I'm so sorry to say that.
But isn't that what you planned on doing from the get-go? Why didn't you guys search it before it went on the plane?
They did just a quick check, but now they want to open
Why?
it. And first of all, because you filmed him, and he was like...
Because I filmed him?
Yeah, he doesn't believe me that you don't have more with you than...
Nicki went off saying, "They've been trying to stop me from coming to every show. They took my bags before I could see them, put it on the plane now, saying they're waiting on customs. This is what it looks like when people are paid big money to try to sabotage a tour, after all else failed. Everything they've done is illegal." She then added, "They're being paid big money to try to sabotage my tour because so many people are mad that it's this successful and they can't eat off me. They got caught stealing money from my travel jets, got fired, got mad. And here's where it gets even crazier. YouTuber Storm Monroe, who's known for having solid Hollywood connections, said he heard Jay-Z was the mastermind. Allegedly, there's a mole on Nicki's team getting paid by Roc Nation to leak everything she does. That's how the Dutch police supposedly knew what was in her bags before she even landed. Nicki's convinced it was a full-blown setup to brand her as a cokehead and trash her name with bad press.
I was told was that allegedly Jay-Z and Roc Nation has been after Nicki for a while, especially after she released that song Bigfoot, Goodfoot. But even long before then, there had been beef, which I did not realize. From what I'm being told, Jay-Z was trying to get her arrested, but of course legally. That's why they waited till she was overseas to do this to her. Roc Nation wanted to make sure that when she got arrested or apprehended for whatever.
And he didn't stop there. He continued with these wild claims.
Because in the industry, they can get you set up with all kinds of charges. It said that they wanted to make sure her husband was not with her because her husband is her protection. Roc Nation is looking to bankrupt Nicki. And this is why there has been several stories planted about her being broke, going broke, or needing to constantly tour. This was absolute setup and sabotage. And if I was Nicki, I would fire my whole team. There is a mole.
Right after that whole Amsterdam mess, Nicki was back dragging Jay-Z again. This time accusing him of scamming her out of a whopping $200 million. She claimed that back in 2015, Jay pulled her, Rihanna, Alicia Keys, and a bunch of other stars into that Tidal deal, only to turn around and secretly sell the company for $300 million behind their backs. Since Nicki reportedly had a 3% stake, she was supposed to pocket about $8.9 million. But according to her, she didn't see a single dime. When her legal team reached out, Jay allegedly tried to lowball her with just $1 million. And on top of that, he wanted her to sign an NDA before even touching the money. Baby, Nicki wasn't having it. Neither Bey nor Jay said a word publicly, but Beyonce's mom, Miss Tina Knowles, and her sister Solange sure did. They clearly had enough of Nicki's nonstop shade. Miss Tina fired off a post of her and Beyonce with a caption that read, "Good morning. It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. Y'all have a great day. Remember to ignore the ignorance. You know the Barbs didn't let that slide. They came for her so hard she had to edit the caption, later saying, wow, I reposted this because it was talking about our relationship. It had nothing to do with anyone other than me and Beyonce. Please stop being messy and dragging me into something I don't. Anything to do with you guys should be ashamed." But the damage was already done. The drama was in full swing. Then Solange jumped in and posted some eerie photos of idols she's been working with, and fans went wild. People started whispering that it was a spiritual warning aimed straight at Nicki. Like, back off before Solange puts a curse on you. Things were already spiraling, but Nicki wasn't done yet. She turned her attention back to Jay-Z, accusing him of trying to silence his alleged estranged son, Rymir Satterthwaite.
For years, Rymir has claimed Jay-Z fathered him when his mother was just 16, and that Jay's refused to take responsibility. Nicki decided to stir the pot by reposting an IG post from 50 Cent about the situation, adding her own caption, "Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted Rymir's request to move forward with his case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z respond to Rymir's paternity lawsuit by July 18th. Number Jay-Z, is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. To God be the glory."
But now comes the real kicker. The reason Beyonce is allegedly moving to get Nicki blackballed isn't just about Jay-Z. Nope. It's because during Nicki's recent feud with Cardi B, she crossed a sacred line. She came for Bey and Jay's kids. And that apparently was the final straw. This whole thing was wild and unprovoked. Jay had nothing to do with it, yet Nicki went at the whole family, even their kids. That move crossed the line, and folks online lost it real quick. Basically, Cardi tweeted, "You said you're gonna kick my child's gums back. Didn't you say you was in New York? Now where the F you at? Cause today, gonna be the day I go to jail." And Nicki clapped back with, "Camel and rat. We are not fazed by botted tweets and bots in the comments. That's precisely why you broke." The back and forth got messy fast, with side comments about people getting fillers and other petty digs. It's straight chaos. It got wild. This ain't just regular beef. Dragging kids into it is savage. People pointed out that while Nicki keeps talking on everyone's kids, there are also stories floating about her own child. But let's be clear, attacking minors is low, and nobody should be talking that way. One fan even warned, "I said it once and I'll say it again. Beyonce about to hit their pockets in a sneak attack." The internet's heating up, and this drama is getting dangerous. She better chill because the barbs might be loud, but they're nothing compared to the hive. Once the hive gets activated, it's game over. They don't play when it comes to Beyonce. One fan even said, "Nicki Minaj, whatever issue you got with Jay-Z, keep it that way. Watch your mouth about Beyonce and her kids. She's the real queen you want to be." The message was loud and clear. The hive's ready for war if Nicki keeps crossing that line. But now I want to know what you think. Was Nicki out of line for speaking on Beyonce and Jay-Z's kids? And do you think she deserves whatever silent payback the Carters might have lined up for her? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And I'll see you on the next one.